So you guys, we're going to be joined by soca queen Lil Bitts. She's already on the live, so we're just going to wait for the numbers to build a little bit. But I'm very, very excited for this interview. So there's not going to be any long intro because I'm very excited to be chatting with Lil Bitts. If you haven't checked out the 2022 new release, Mean Business, definitely head across the YouTube channel and show it some love. It's been on repeat since I heard it, so it's one of my favorite tracks. But we're going to be talking to a little bit about everything that is Lil Bit's business. So she's already on you guys. And if you have any questions for this soca queen, definitely send it in the request. And we're going to be adding her in a bit. Nice, she's already on. She's already on. Hi. Happy Friday. So we're going to try to keep this short and sweet because I know you're busy with your promotion of your new release and everything else that is Lil Bit's the business, the entity, the brand.
Yes.
So let me just officially welcome you to Caribbean Entertainment Hub. It's my pleasure to have you here. You're our first female guest for 2022. So that's really nice. Yeah. Nicely. So for persons who may not be familiar with it a bit, I don't know what rock you guys are living under. She has been in the industry for approximately, I think it's about 20 years now, if I'm not mistaken.
Not so many, but about 15, yeah.
About 15.
Yeah.
Nicely. So you have been consistently releasing music every year since you entered the scene.
Right.
And as an artist coming up as well, and I think this is what a lot of people would like to know as well, like what keeps you motivated and keeps you going even when sometimes the industry is, it's not that stable. Right. What keeps you continuously pushing and putting out new music every year and giving it your all? You're coming with the visuals, you're coming with the fashions, you're doing your promo runs, and even in interviews, although you have that longevity with it, you still show up humble. I want to know what keeps you so humble in everything that you have accomplished as far.
I think it's like just different elements and just different things. I would say definitely family. I would definitely say as well, like you have those hardcore fans, like people who just absolutely love you, whether you have a good year, a bad year, the man on the streets who will pass and he will say, yo, I really like that track, or, I love you since 2004, or, just those little things, and, just the general love for music and for the arts, I feel as if it's something that has bitten me since I come into this world. And it has never left. So like even if there's a time where I feel like I don't want to, there's still something deep inside that keeps me pushing,
And what I wanted to ask you though, because I was doing some research, and I know like after a while when artists start off with the name Lil something, right, and they get older and more seasoned, they normally drop the Lil or they rebrand or whatnot. What made you decide to keep the Lil Bitts?
I didn't want to take the chance, honestly, by dropping the Lil. Because a lot of times, sometimes when you have a name change, it works for or it could work against you. And I really didn't want to take that chance. And also, Lil Bitts could be seen in different ways. It don't necessarily have to be the size. Like I growing no taller than this. Definitely not growing any taller than this. I'm definitely little. I'm still under 5 feet, and I'll always be under 5 feet. That is not going to change. So yeah, that's my reason.
You make a created personality. Like although it's also the talent is big, the personality is big,
Yeah, definitely.
Nicely. You mentioned support and whatnot, and I know from a tender age your mom was hands-on with your career. And I know like a lot of artists may not have that approach in terms of like family being hands-on and supportive in terms of, especially when it comes to entertainment. What do you think was the reason for that, her being hands-on, and what advice you would give like parents who might be seeing the talent in the little child growing up and how to nurture it from an early age?
In my case, I come from a very musical family. The arts is a huge thing. I mean, like my mom could sing, all my brothers and sisters, they could either sing or play an instrument, my uncle as well. My uncles, I have an uncle who used to do a juve band. I have an uncle who does paintings, who plays pan, like different things. My sister plays pan. So like that music and performance has always been in my family. So like I
Okay.
feel as if there was always support there, not only from my mom, but like my entire family. Everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
they always in full support. And what advice I would, if you realize that your child has talent, I would seriously say to invest in it. Invest in the arts. Children can be absolutely amazing. Like I have my niece right now, Caitlin. She was a part of my docu performance, Talawa. She's the little girl in it, and she's just so talented. She's only 7 years, and there's nothing that she cannot do. Like she
Yeah.
already has a sketchbook where she's doing drawings. She has her canvases where she draws paintings. She could dance. She's a natural born performer, and her parents are very quiet, but generally the arts, it is in my family. So
Yeah.
they are seriously, even though they are very quiet people, they are invested in her. So it's very
Yeah.
important to invest in your kids the same way. If your kid want to be a lawyer, a doctor, and you spend that money for them to go and do university and get a PhD, invest in your kids the same way.
Nicely. And you mentioned this documentary that has the streets buzzing. And I
Right.
know you have the background of theater. So was that a passion project because you came from that space of acting and film, or was it more inclined musically?
I would say it would be both ways. For me, it was very important for people to know my journey and understand my journey, because I think it's one thing for people to hear the song, the final
Yeah.
product, enjoy it on the road, enjoy it in a party, but they never know
Yeah.
the story behind it. So it was a beautiful way for people to get that backstory. And also,
Mm-hmm.
because I do theater, it was a wonderful way for me to now incorporate that. And I had the amazing opportunity to work with people who work with me right now in the National Theatre Arts Company. So I worked with
Okay.
Nicholas Subero, I worked with Sintaiki Bishop, and they are amazing actors, producers, and directors in the making. I mean, it just made sense. So yeah.
Nicely. Another question in terms of like the music side. You, I think this could set the precedence to kind of give persons who are in the industry and also have to juggle the career and being like married in the entertainment space, and you do it really, really well. So what advice you could give persons who, for instance, like you are managed by your husband,
Right.
how do you all separate that dynamic from personal and professional, and what advice you could give persons in
Well,
terms of
firstly,
mixing?
I have to remove the personal. You have to
Mm-hmm.
remove the personal and understand that business is business and personal is personal. And we
Yeah.
just, I don't know, we just have a really good way of doing it. And I think it has
Yeah.
a lot to do with the fact that I met him in the industry. And when he first
Oh,
started with me, he was my booking agent alone. So he would get
okay.
bookings for me. So we already had that business relationship. So when it
Yes.
became, because I've been in the industry for so long, he's been in the industry for so long. That's like our
Mm-hmm.
bread and butter. That's, we live, we eat, we breathe, we cry, we do that entertainment route, right? We've been doing it
Yeah.
from straight out of school, and in my case, since in school, because we have that understanding and that backstory, and we have that history and understanding. It was easy when it was time for us to do a relationship, because we already understand that, okay, business is business, entertainment is entertainment. We could have like a quarrel in the car. I go on stage, perform, come back, and we continue the quarrel, and you'd never know. You know what I mean?
I'm
So
going on stage next.
yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we've been in entertainment for so long, so we understand that entertainment, performance is performance, that business is that business. And when we in personal, Siobhan and see on time is a different time.
Is it easy to switch off the business side when you're ready to just deal with each other on a one-on-one and focus on the relationship?
Yeah. Yeah, but there are times too as well why I literally have to say, here what? Mash breaks. Okay? I need personal time. I need Siobhan and Sion time. Like there are times, because sometimes we get so wrapped up and so caught up, especially like during
Exactly.
carnival. Well, carnival is a hard as at all. Carnival is hard as at all. I don't even bother to ask during that period.
Yeah.
But what we do make an effort, like for example, things like Christmas Day,
Mhm.
All Year's into New Year's. we don't
That
perform.
family time, your
Yeah, we
family.
rarely do stuff during that period. So if we do Christmas Day, we spend Christmas Day with our family, and in the
Yeah.
nighttime, then you get us. And
Okay.
if it's like Old Year's into New Year's, you would not get us Old Year's. But New Year's, you would get us. It's that kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's
the,
balance. It's
yeah, there's
balance.
a balance.
Nicely. So outside of music, what other passions or business ventures may you have been a part of that has nothing to do with entertainment that we might know that this is something that is up a little bit alley?
Well, some people may have known, I do designing as well. I've done 2 carnival costumes. I did one with paparazzi. I did one with Ronnie and Caro as well. So that's
Yeah.
another passion of mine. I love designing things. I like taking old things and making it into new. That's a thing that I love. I really love doing. I have a business called Butter Cassava. It's something that's, well, it suffered during the pandemic because it's a food business.
Okay.
So currently we're trying to rebrand and rethink, and where that is concerned, I just have a love for food. Like I'm really, really into, I don't know if other people are, but I'm really, really into like going and try different restaurants and different
Yeah.
foods, and like I'm about that life. So I'm about the foodie life.
A
You know what I
foodie.
mean? Yeah, and more or less that's it. And I just like involving myself in projects, helping my friends with whatever projects, theater projects. I'm writing my second script right now for Talawa 2. I don't know if
Okay.
it's something that I would do. I don't know if Talawa 2 is something that I would do this year for sure. I'm just taking
Yeah.
my time with it. So script
Okay.
writing is another thing for me, which falls under theater and film and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Nice. You mentioned food. Is it that with the butter cassava you hands on with the cooking or the business dynamic?
The business dynamic of it. I could cook certain things for my husband and myself and that kind of thing, but I am a foodie. Like I'm really into like pastas, and I love all different types of wings. I like
Oh
shrimp.
my God, I'm starting to feel
I know,
hungry.
right? Like I'm really, really into food itself, like good tasting, different types of food. You know, if I get the food poisoning the next day, that's okay. Once I can say, because I had this, I was in New York last year, and I tried oysters for the first time with my friends out there, and I was like, I want to taste oyster, I want to taste oyster. They say, all right, cool.
You
I
leave
had
Trinidad to New York to try lobster, so we have that right.
oysters, not lobster.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
oysters. And I got really, really sick.
Oh my gosh.
I got so sick, so sick.
Mhm.
But I can still say I tried oysters. You know what I mean? So that I about that life.
I definitely have the same mindset with the try, and even if I don't like it, I'm not going back. But let's just
Right.
say I do that. I try that.
Yes, definitely.
So let's divert back to the music. This
Mm-hmm.
year, your new release is Mean Business. It was
Yeah.
written by Tasia. How has that process been in terms of that release? Are we getting any more songs from you for this season? What can we look out for?
So let's first say it's not about the season, it's about the year. So you're going to be
Yes.
getting music and content and
Yes.
visuals from Lil Bitts for the year, right? That's the
Very
plan.
good
We have
that you mentioned that. It's very good that you mentioned that because a lot of people do have that mindset of like, okay, well, carnival, soca season. But as you rightfully said, as an artist, it's year round, and you don't want to limit yourself or put yourself in a box when it comes to genre. So that's a
correct.
good
And
note.
COVID has really afforded us almost the opportunity where we could do music right around the year, and just any type of music, because it's not necessarily carnival music or music suited for carnival. So yeah, in terms of Mikael, this was a song that he had sent to me some years ago. It was supposed to be on a rhythm, it never ended up on the rhythm. I went by him late last year. I see it on the whiteboard. I say, oh, is that Mean Business? Is that the same song? He said yes. I said, I'm taking it. I recorded my demo one time, and that was it. It was co-produced. Well, Mikael also produced it. It was
Okay.
co-produced by Advocate Productions and GMS, mixed and mastered by Kit Israel as well. And yeah, the rest is history. I love this song. I really, really love this song. I don't know if people notice, but the music that I've been doing for the last couple of years is very melodious and very sweet and
A lot more singing. Like we always knew that you had the vibes and you could sing and whatnot, but you're showcasing that a lot more in the song selections over the past couple of years with the groovy and you're hearing the notes and the melodies a lot. So
yes.
you know, I question the vocals intact.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's important to me because, you know, in the long run, I want that, you know, when people hear my repertoire music, they're like, oh my gosh, you hear the vocals in this, you hear the music in this. You know, the quality music that Lil Bitts brings to the forefront is really good, you know, and that's what I want to be known for. I want to be known for good sounding music.
Yes.
And I really want to be able to take theater and soca and bring it together. That's the plan. That started off, I would say, with Talawa for sure. And anything else you see coming from me, you definitely would see that I'm a theater baby and I'm a soca baby in one.
Okay, nice. And you mentioned fashion, so I guess when carnival and stuff is back in full swing, we could probably look out for more, you know, lines and stuff and collaborations when it
Oh
comes to
yeah,
this.
oh
Like,
my gosh. But I sleep it on myself. I also have my brand called LB Apparel. It's still
okay,
it's available on Amazon.com. If you go on my LB Apparel TT page, you could go there, you click the link, go on the Amazon links only because currently we're working on revamping the website. But you
all
can go
right.
on Amazon and you can buy LB Apparel. We have hoodies, we have t-shirts, we have vests, we have phone cases and that kind of thing. And when the website is back up, the website has so much more. The website has boots, it has backpacks, it has phone cases, Talawa phone, it has a lot of stuff. So go on the Amazon. The Amazon is very active.
The designing elements, you have a team.
So pretty much what it is, because I'm trying to promote my Talawa brand,
Yes.
it's pretty much print stuff. So
Okay.
print. So we use the Talawa print. We use fun save it sayings like that I say.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of that in it. You have the Isaac promotion stuff in there. And it's just fun phrases and stuff. I did a lot of the designs myself. Um, it's pretty simple. So yeah, it's another way of making money and branding myself and that kind of thing. So if you go to the
Okay.
LB Apparel TT page, you'll see some stuff there.
All right, we'll definitely include it in the write-up. So persons who may not have heard the full interview, we're gonna be doing a
Sure.
write-up for the website. So you can click the link in bio and
Yeah, and
definitely
only the Amazon links for now because I'm
yeah,
doing over the
I'll
websites. Yeah.
definitely include those. So when you're not working, what do you do to relax and unwind? What is your escape?
Um, I like binging on good series and that kind of thing. I actually really love those things. I also love nature walks and that kind of thing. Like I go up
Uh-huh.
Chancellor, I go up in Tacarigua as well. There's a nice thing there. I go up Chancellor. Some people know me for going up Chancellor. Hey Gideon, I seen Gideon on the live. He's
Hi,
GMS, so big up
Gideon.
Gideon. Um, yeah, so that I like those kind of things. I like hanging out with my girlfriends. I like to go for a drink, you know, and just be chill, you know what I mean? A nice little house. Like I love a games night. Games night is a whole vibes. Um, so yeah, that's what I like to do.
Nice, nice, nice. And for persons who like probably hearing your journey and stuff with everything that you're involved in, it didn't come easy. You know, these things have challenges. What would have been a challenge that you probably had and how you overcame it and what advice you would give somebody who's probably in the same boat?
I think there are many challenges like being in this business. One challenge
Yeah.
is being a new artist. You know what I mean? Getting people to know who you are, people to accept you, listen to your music, put you on a stage.
Yes.
Another challenge I would have had is just being a female artist because you have to show that you're just as good as the men out there. Another challenge I would say is also just coming with good music every year. That in itself is a challenge because the thing about it is they may love you one year and by the next year they may not. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
I would say those are three major challenges that I would have faced and I continue to face as well.
Okay.
But just don't give up. if you believe in yourself, you believe in your product, you believe in your music, you know,
Yeah.
don't give up. Like, just don't do it. Just always make sure that whatever it is you produce, whatever you put out there is always of the best quality, so that
Yeah.
people could say, all right, for example, if you're a new artist, but guess what? Production on point, mix on point, your artwork on point, your visuals on point. Guess what? People gonna pay attention to you. They will be like, who is that boy? You know what I mean? So, certain things you have to do just to ensure that you're seen, you're taken seriously, and that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
you'll be able to overcome that challenge once you believe in your product and you believe in yourself, because you of yourself, you the artist, is a product. Your brand is a
Yeah.
product. Once you believe in that product and you produce a good product, you know what I mean? And do plenty networking, get to know who are all the DJs, the people in media, the producers, the writers, the artists, everybody.
Yeah.
It's so important to network.
That's a very, very good point of the networking dynamic. And I just wanted to share, like, a personal story with me. I had mentioned this to you when we met on Monday during the
Right.
interview, and I had mentioned you on Instagram. And I would run into you from time to time.
Right.
And you have always been somebody that willing to stop and take a photo or give advice. So just be pleasant. No
Right.
matter, like, every interaction I've ever had with you has been very pleasant. And I feel like if that's not naturally in nature, it would have shown by now.
Right.
And even when you hear about, like, people in the industry, I feel like also your personality and stuff adds that thing. Like, you want, when people mention your name, it's always good energy and good vibes behind it.
Correct.
And I feel like you've been somebody that has been consistently, whether you're in the spotlight or just casually the bounce up on the road, you have always been pleasant and positive. So just keep that up.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I have my bad days. There are days I wake up and I don't feel it at all. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Nice. No, but your energy has always been very, very positive, and just, you tell when people just had a good vibes about them. Because even for the interview that I had on Monday when you came in, it was just so lively and happiness, and everybody was just, happy to see Bitsina.
Nice.
Just want to say thank you for taking time to chat with me. I just want to say, like, keep up the good work. We're looking out for the releases, the theater productions, the fashion designs. We're definitely going to plug the merch and everything. And if there's anything that you want to share, feel free to do so, and tell persons where they could oh God, by now you already know Lil Bits on everything, but just for, like, the music and stuff, is it like Spotify? Is it still Lil Bits?
Everywhere. First and foremost, my music is everywhere. You could go on Spotify, you could go on iTunes, you could go on Tidal, you could go on YouTube. Everywhere you could find my music. What I encourage everybody to do is to stream, to download, to share, to like, to comment. Just support the artists and support the art form. And let's cut out the ripping music from YouTube to download on your phone and to download on your computer. Let's do it the right way. You know what I mean? And have your playlist and that kind of thing. And
support it. The same way we support artists internationally, let's do that with our local
correct,
and regional
exactly,
artists.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check me out everywhere. Official Lil Bitts Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Lil Bitts. I'm on TikTok, Lil Bitts.
Yeah.
Just type me Lil Bitts. All my everything.
Nicely. I saw somebody put your first name in the comments there. How do they pronounce it? Is it Siobhan?
Siobhan.
Siobhan.
But
what made you decide
Ibonne?
What made you decide to go with Lil Bit and not just like a Beyonce signature, Siobhan?
When I first started singing, the first producer I worked with, he called me Lil Bit. I didn't like it at the time. But like when I used to tell people my name, they used to be like, "Oh, I see why. You're really Little Bit in truth." You know what I mean? And I think at that time, which was a couple of years ago, there was also a DJ called Siobhan already. So that's why I didn't go down that route.
Okay, nice. Well, but everything happens for a reason, because the name itself has, it stood out, it stands out, and it just adds to everything that is your personality and your brand. So I guess it worked out.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for taking time to chat with us, you guys. If you missed the live, you can definitely go back and check it out, and also head across our website. We're gonna be doing a write-up and whatnot, and including all her links in one place. So definitely head across to YouTube also and check out Mean
Go
Business.
on my YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Lil Bitts Music.
Yes, it's all about there's the ladies' anthem. Right? Right now that's the ladies' anthem. Ladies, if you had to send any messages, just take the link from wherever and send it in a message. You don't have to say nothing else.
Correct.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.